Good morning. Welcome to design analysis number 7. Today, again, we're taking a look at websites we find on LinkedIn from companies, and we are just taking a look at their website and breaking it down and talking about cool design patterns we might see and looking at things from a dev perspective and what might be able to be more, I don't know, improved or not improved or just errors, things like that. So, welcome, number 7. Today, we are taking a look at holiday.com. It's funny, I found them on LinkedIn. I found the website, click, now we're here. So let's take a look at their website. Dream, discover, grow, inspiring you to turn travel daydreams into reality. Let's refresh the page. Let's do what we always do. Let's take a look at the console off the rip and see how the console looks. Clean, smooth, no issues. Let's look at the network, see how that goes. Clean, smooth, no issues. I mean, it doesn't look like there's a lot on this site, to be fair. So I see Jetpack. It's cool. You can kind of see what type of website it is too. By some of this stuff, you can kind of like break it down. One quick way too, I always do is see like, is this a WordPress site? Let's find out, because most people don't hide. Yeah, it's a WordPress site. Most people don't hide their WP admin page, which you can do. So you can put your login page on a different URL than WP admin. So if someone does what I just did to check your website, they won't find the WordPress login, which is not a horrible thing to do, in my opinion, just for security and some other things. Bots oftentimes will spam WP admin, right? So because they know it's there. There's other things you can look at too, like robots.txt. We can see disallowed WP admin. So this is basically telling it to like bots don't go to here. So fair enough. And then also another one is sitemap.xml. You can see like oftentimes, so oftentimes sitemaps are generated. So this is a sitemap of the website. It depends what plugin they're using for SEO, but sometimes it's if it's Yoast, it's a little bit different than this. It looks like a Google-based one. Yeah, it's a good sitemap. Anyways. So that's kind of some cool stuff. Besides that, this loads. Nice fade-in animation. Nice, nice image. I usually like to see faces facing the facing. Like I like to see faces, versus back of heads, but that's fine. They have a system. So I have a dark mode. So this is their dark mode. This is their light mode. I mean, yeah, it does the job, right? I feel like it could have more changes. Like if the header can change, like it's just changing from black to white, literally, which is cool. It's nice they have it in the first place. Most websites don't even have that option. So shout out to everyone who does dark mode, because I'm not trying to get blind all the time. About us, it's interesting. It's interesting that they have. Okay, this is really interesting. So on their homepage, this is their navigation bar, right? You see places, inspiration, search, and this. But if you go to the footer, they actually have like an about us, and they have a contact, and they have, maybe not term, they're not these ones, ambassadors. So it's weird that they'd have these in the footer, right? Like an about us page in the footer. That's not in the header. You've never seen that. Or like I'm assuming the reason they're probably doing that is because what they want people to do when they go to the website, or they're thinking UX. So when people come to the website, what do they want to do? So maybe they want to look at places and inspiration, right? This is what they think. But I feel like put the contact button up there. Put the contact up here. Put the about us here up there. It's probably not a bad idea either. You feel me? But either way, okay. About us. Yeah. I wonder what the font pairing, I think, is a little weird. I think you could have a better display font, like for your titles. I think you could have a better display font for your titles. I'm not gonna lie. What are you using? Archivo, Helvetica, Sans serif. I don't even know. I'm not familiar with that. And then I guess I just look at it right here usually. I always forget it pops up. Helvetica, new Archivo. Yeah, so it's the same one. So your body font is the same as your header font. So, at least have two fonts, right? Have a nice header display font and then have a body font. And what's nice about that is you could have, these are not the same size either, I don't think. You can have a sans serif or serif font, which I think always looks good, with a sans serif body font. You can make it look a little bit nicer. Because like this, you have a nice little boop, boop, boop. But I guess this is sans serif too. Anyways. These aren't the same size. So was that 54 pixels, 43 pixels, 43 pixels. So the Dream needs to get smaller, I think. Maybe that happened. I don't know. There's a million. And then I think this looks a little bigger too. Might not be. I mean, good milestones. I don't know where this orange comes in. This section looks underdeveloped. The images, I think the padding is a little weird. This girl's oval. Circle, circle, oval. She's also off-centered. She's not centered. This isn't centered. Yeah, good people, though. I don't know where the orange comes in. Is that part of your color scheme? I feel like these should be blue. I feel like these buttons should be blue. And then you got... And then again, this form just feels... like hard to process. You got white lines and then white lines and then it goes black and then it's like a weird white corner. I don't like that. So that needs to be fixed. Ambassadors. Okay. Fair enough. Again, I'm not really looking at things too much from like what it is. I'm more looking like design. Is this Smash Balloon? 9 out of 10, it's probably Smash Balloon if they're on WordPress. I wonder if we can find it in the thingy. Curator feed ambassadors, unless it's a custom. Get Social. It's Get Social. Okay, that's the other one. Get Social and Smash Balloon, I think, are the two big ones. All right, let's look at this mega menu. This mega menu is pretty cool. It's got this nice drop down. It seems a little... Something seems wrong about it, though. I don't like this. I'm going to be so for real. I don't like... And you can also style this if you don't know. Which you should definitely do. Let me see. How quickly can I do this? Depends. If I can get this hover state active. What do I need to do to get the hover state active? It might not be an on hover event, though. I guess it could be a... theoretically, it could be like a mouse over or something. Anyways, we can't get it active, so we're not going to worry about it. So there's obviously some custom work to get this menu. And like I don't like that I have to click because I can't even like mouse wheel scroll it. I have to like click scroll it, which isn't fun. The hover is cool. So if I click USA, what does that do? Places. Discover USA. Okay. So this is discover and this is inspiration. I think the way it's laid out, like the wording is wrong. So maybe this should, instead of be places, it should say discover, right? Because it brings me to discover pages. So discover. So if I want to discover the USA, South America, that makes more sense. And then inspiration. This is like things to do. So maybe this thing, instead of saying inspiration, it says to do. You know what I mean? Discover, things to do would make a lot more sense. And then because you have inspiration and things, that would make a lot more sense to me. Search covers the nav. Isn't great. I don't like that it pops over. Travel inspiration. And then you got a lot of blogs, right? It's a very blog based site. A lot of content, which is super good. Phenomenal for SEO. Hopefully everything's SEO optimized because if you have a bunch of blogs, you should be ranking for a lot of different things a lot of times. A lot of listicles, 14 best, 12 best, top 12 best. I almost feel like these should be like 12 best adventure trips for couples. I guess that's a good title. What to do as, like, where to go as a couple, right? People be searching stuff like that. Google and where to go as a couple. What to do as a couple. Top 10 couple things in the U.S. Top 10 couple trips. Top 10, top 20 best places to be. You're going to get ranked for a lot of that stuff, which is good. What else? We don't have to look at these two pages. Ambassadors about us. I mean, we could quickly check to see if all these will work. They probably do. Yes. Maybe the Facebook looks broken. The only one. Yes, the Facebook's broken. I don't know why. Unless it's just because I'm not logged in or something. Twitter. I don't even know. I don't even use Twitter. Yeah. But see, like right now, like I want to go to the About page. It's so weird that it's down here. And then places, hotels, and resorts. It's weird that hotels and resorts is its own thing, and it's a discover page, but it's under inspiration. Doesn't make sense. So it needs to be discover and then everything to discover and then something like that. Because if you have discover, because that's an action people take is discover. Places is just, you know what I mean? Not a thing. Is that everything? I think that's everything. All right, that's everything. Guys, not bad. Design-wise, it's pretty good. Obviously, there's some UX things that I would improve on. Dream, discover, go. And then discover is literally this. So, like, discover would be phenomenal. Inspiring you to turn travel daydreams into reality. I want to travel more. Actually, I really don't. I don't like traveling. I'm like, well, let me rephrase that. Traveling is a lot of effort. It takes a lot of energy. And you know what I mean? Like, you got to constantly go places, and then you're just like, you got to find food, you got to eat, and you got to sleep, and then you're just like, I'm tired, and like, I don't know. Anyways, that's besides the point. Shoutoutholiday.com. Yeah, good site. I give it 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. 7.1 out of 10. Because it's good. I think there's a lot of UX things that can be improved upon. I think design could take a step up. I think it does what it's supposed to do. I think it's literally just like a publishing blog site where it just has articles and then link outs to places to be booked and things like that. So I think it does what it needs to do. And I'm assuming people are probably landing on this website from these pages. So they're like, this page will rank in Google, or it'll be a Facebook ad, or it'll be published somewhere. They'll come click on here, and then this is where they will land into. I doubt anyone is really landing on the homepage of this site, just because of the type of site it is, a publishing site. So, and then they have like, it'd be cool if they had profile. Oh, they do. And if I click on her link, okay. So there's some broken links on some of these people too. That's okay. But broken links outs is not good because Google, for rankings, because Google will find that out, and then they'll be like, oh, well, they're, you know, that link to that person's thing is broken. And freelance travel writer, editor, and content manager. And yeah, you feel me? So, anyways, 7.1 out of 10. I guess. Maybe we'll get the ranking system down a little bit better. But anyways, that's holiday.com. That's web design analysis number 7. Cheers. Happy Monday.